Hello everyone, and welcome to this very last minute stream. Hi, my name is Alfaro, and I am the, I suppose, co-founder of RegentXD's Collegiate CS2 League. Hello everybody, and welcome to the quarterfinals of the Challenger Division of CPP Indigo versus UCSC Sardonyx. As you could already tell from the previous scoreline, the map is already gone. The series has already gone overway. We first started the series at 4 p.m., and we are already one map in, with Inferno being led by Sardonyx on the map pick of CPP Indigo. So we are going to be going to Anubis, which is going to be very interesting because we've never really seen an Anubis pick from them. But I think we got a good game ahead of ourselves, and I wanted to just get CPP Indigo the opportunity to finally have a casted game. So yeah, Sardonyx is go to chat. What up, Chunkster? What up, everyone? And yeah, so we are just in prep time, I believe. Anubis time. Let's go. Yeah. Let me just make sure that everything is working as properly. Oh. There we go. Nice. All right, and we are live. Open preview projector on. There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. Your free time. Yep, it is a busy season, and CPP Indigo are going to be looking to keep it busy and try to bring this into a map 3, as they are going to be clawing their way back through the series on the map pick of Sardonyx here on Anubis. Which is going to be interesting. Hello everyone that is tuning in for this very last minute broadcast. Completely unplanned. We'll be seeing this B-site go down, and Platonic gonna have to hold this. But nice little find from Ilios, and now we are in a 4v3 retake. Pecker gonna be one taking first contact. Unable to connect though, as Ilios picks up a second, goes for a third, and then now Lequem, already low on 1 HP, gonna be running away. And Ilios has just broken down this B-side for Sardonyx to be able to pick up the pistol round. And kind of the split pressure spread around across the map right now. Kind of keep the players busy. So yeah. One kill going the way of Pecker in middle onto MBYY. There was a little bit of like a roster swap up between subs because of unavailable scheduling for both teams and players, so kind of worked out. Like I'm just trying to stay alive, keep his armor, and he just makes it out alive, surrounded by his enemies. And just barely. He's able to hold on and maybe do a little bit of a deeper invest. Gonna be pulling himself a deagle here. And so Lequem was, I believe, is he IGLing? I think he is their IGL. Was leading the way on Inferno, but unfortunately did go the way of Sardonyx. MBYY gonna be trying to spot out the map right now. Gonna spots the boost, but does not react in time. But this flank coming out from Ilios picks up too. Trade is gonna come out though. These two players, Daniel Dark Pony, walking away as Platonic is surrounded. Was that Pecker? That might have been Pecker. And so just trying to find a second kill, but nothing, as MBYY gonna be able to pick up another one here. And so it's kind of interesting because, you know, people traditionally, the original version of Anubis was much more T-sided. I will say, like, in my opinion, like, the map is much more CT-sided now, but not this, but like, still though, if someone that does have experience playing Anubis, like, usually I would definitely be T-side leaning, perhaps, still. Lequem, solo mid holder, gonna be able to spot out the mid pick. He's gonna be able to pick up a kill though. Pecker coming here to assist. He'll being thrown out in the smoke from now in time. Oh, and the Nova shotgun from 1616. Gonna be obliterating Lequem's head. You know, Dark Pony here to react. Grab Grabs one. Not able to pick up the second, though. But the swing out from Plutonic. Only get the trade and the bomb. Puts Sardonyx in a very crucial spot right now. We have to hold this together. But MBYY already on the flank. Able to find it. The trade does come out, though, and Arcana in the 1v2 now. Working his way through CT side. And so the Sardonyx players might get a whiff of this. Helios on 1 HP. Oh, and unfortunately Arcana is just gonna miss Ilios by a split second. And so Sardonyx are gonna be able to clean up the round. But, nonetheless though, very close effort from them. And they had bomb for a very brief moment, catching Sardonyx in a really precarious situation right there. But right now, easy going for the players on Sardonyx. Unfortunately, their sister-brother team, Onyx, was unable to make it past the quarterfinals of the League Division. And so, Sardonyx are looking to put in a good run for themselves here in the Challengers. Having stayed behind as their brothers promoted. But, honestly, have had a pretty successful run, all things considered. Dropping 2 series in the group stage to, I believe it would be Idaho and New Mexico State University, which are the top 2 seeds of the tournament, or of the Challengers Division, so, you know, it's an uphill battle for them as they play here, the number 6 seed here in CPP Indigo. But if they were to advance, I think they will be playing Idaho in that case. So, yeah, uphill climb for them. CPP Indigo did look like they were having a bleak season, but were able to pull out with surprise victory against UCSC in the very final week of groups. And so, maybe we could see a little bit of energy from them here to be able to carry it over and have a comeback against Sardonyx. And so, first pick gonna be going the way of Laquam out in middle. And 16-16 and MBYY looking to work these picks. 16-16 finds the entry. Looking to find the second. Gonna be looking away from Evox at the last moment. And Laquam picks up a 3rd kill. Doing a lot of the heavy lifting here for this CT hold for Indigo. And so now Destroy and Mythical gonna have to rework their way. Looks like they're gonna be heading towards A site. Not too much utility though. Smoking 2 smokes and 2 flashes. Packer though, gonna be tucking himself in heaven. Playing patiently. Util coming out though. Good little flash. Arcana here to support already. Pecker's still in the corner. Arcana gonna be taking first contact. And the trade's coming out together as Arcana and Peck gonna be able to hold the side together. Actually, mostly Pecker, I suppose. But CPP Indigo are on the board, picking up their first round. And one small step for the horses. Horses? The Broncos. Yeah, I guess we could still call them the Broncos, technically. One small step for the Broncos, and then now they gotta take a giant gallop forward. Potentially with the chance to upset. To upset and also take the map as well, so we'll see. It is a very hot day, I will say, here where I live in the Bay Area. It is very hot. It is actually very, like, exceptionally hot. Like, this is, like, unprecedented weather, especially at this time. Like, it's spring season, and you would think that the winter season would, like, carry residuals over, but it's really hot, and it's only March. Like, this is so surprising. This sounds crazy, but yeah, no, it is just, it is hot. It is hot as hell. I will say that. Not that the heat is really getting to me, I just want to express my thoughts about that, though. Platonic gonna be pulling out the op. Oh! Just spots the player on mid right there. Does not commit for the peek though. Playing back, he might re-peek into this. Has the flash perfectly set up. And he's swinging out, but MBYY holding him. Having the pick and taking out the opper. The call over here, putting pressure towards the B side. But these Sardonyx players are all kind of spread out across the map. Just trying to see what pick that they could find. Arcana gonna get smoked off here in camera. I go back towards the site, all the while Pecker is going to be aggressing through. Mythical finds a nice pick. Not through his main. And picks up a second, and B site is down. Pecker on the flank. Catches 16-16 off guard. And gonna be able to regroup the space. Nice find from Arcana onto Destroy, who seemed to have picked up the op. 2v3 now. Deep molly in. Pecker is engaging. Gonna be burnt out at the very last second by Ilios. And Mythical picking up his third kill. Nice finds across the B site and picking up Sardonyx a 5th round. And so Indigo going to be able to buy into this round, but not going to have the best one. Not going to have the best next buy if they invest too heavily into this. But looking to get a tack timeout come here. And hopefully can kind of reassess what they need to hold. Unfortunate peaks though. I think if Plutonic had swung out a little bit right there, he definitely could have picked up that easy kill towards top mid right there, but a little bit too scared and gonna get punished for that as he tries to re-swing. So yeah. Oh, Saber2K, thank you for following.
Saber2K _ just followed.
Yeah, this is a very last minute stream. I think CPP Indigo mentioned something about not getting a stream yet, and so I wanted to get them the opportunity to stream. And I definitely could have prepped with Regent a little bit better in terms of getting the stream prepped, but it is what it is. Like, I'm actually going to be finding this pick out through water. Picks up a second. Unable to get a third though, but Plutonic here on the trade, and so water is completely crunched down. And so both these players, Destroy and MBYY, trying to fight back for it, but gonna be completely feeding it over, and CPP Indigo put enough pressure to be able to take water and the second round. Great little switch up from them and catching Sardonyx completely off guard right there. Now, are there any CPP representatives in the chat? So from what I've heard, this team was ChatGPT generated. I don't know how true it is. But honestly, like, I think there are like hints of genius from them, so I want to give credit to where it's due. Some kills going back and forth right now. 16-16 could have nearly found a gap through the A-hold right here, but not gonna be enough. Plutonic has regained a little bit of mid control. And these players out in water, just trying to see if someone will regress them, but the Quem not budging on the site. So it looks like we might be able to see these Sardonyx players go for another A hit again, maybe with more util this time. And so will they be prepared this time for the Pecker Arcana hold? Looking him out through heaven. Really Molly as well, showing the pressure. And this rotate is gonna be able to send Plutonic over to support them here. And so now we have 3 people out towards camera on this hold. No one is speaking. Good trade. Oh, but Mythical finds the lineup right there. Oh, and 16-16 with the Zeus. Spots one up in heaven. Able to find the trade last second, and Bomb is gonna go down. But Liquem already out through main. Maybe if able to find the trade. And needs to find 16-16 to win this round. Util going out. Still on the smack 10. Defuse baited out. Double tap again as well. Sound cue. These two players are too anxious, but 16-16 gonna be able to bite first, and Sardonyx are gonna be able to just barely make the round by. And this is gonna put Indigo in a little bit of a precarious situation. Gonna be able to force another time, but their economy is not looking the best. They're gonna need to string a couple more rounds together if they're gonna be able to maintain the pressure that Sardonyx are putting on them. And let's take a look. Their loss money is like pretty decent, but they could go for these constantly, but it's not the best economy for them. And especially with like a util heavy map that Anubis is. Destroy. Maybe able to smoke off camera right here. Isolating the fight from Arcana. And so Platonic, actually, what the Nova? Maybe backing away. Re-swings, but gonna be repeating into MBYY. Water and B-main aggression completely taken down, and so now all these Sardonyx players are gonna be grouping up towards A. Unfortunately, Hacker's not going to be able to find a kill. And so now it's already just left up into Daniel Dark Pony in the 1v3. And it's looking a little bit bleak. That's probably going to be the best case scenario to go for a save right here. No real money for Indigo, so stock up, save your guns, and, you know, reassess for the next round. I just realized I've been calling him Pecker. I mean, technically his name is Peculiar. Pecker, I feel like Pecker is like such a cooler name to say, but you know, we'll respect Peculiar. No, maybe it's deliberate. Pecker, yeah. Sorry if I'm like dead naming or anything. Maybe this like his dead name and he doesn't like to go by this anymore. Kind of strike dead name. I'm like trying to rebrand myself actually, more towards like Alpha Owl instead of like Alpha Owl, just because I think Alpha Owl is like too boisterous. You said this map wasn't T-sided anymore. I feel like it's not as heavily T-sided as it was before, but like I feel like CTs could definitely take a lot more advantage. Like that one round that CPP Indigo won by like rushing water. Like I feel like they need to throw a few more rounds like that, but has not been to the best success, and these crunches for the space have not been like the most coordinated. So unfortunately, Indigo are getting punished. But Platonic with the Mag 7, finding 2 out through mid right here. Completely punishing the split up nature of these mid players. Mythical getting that sound cue. But has perfect timing to walk up into water actually. As MBYY. Nice find from Mythical. Has been leading the charge this map with 13-4. So now onto the 1v3, but gonna be pushed out by Peculiar and unable to do much. It is if the CTs can shoot back or have hands. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that, Saber. If the CTs know how to shoot back and set themselves up for better, yeah, I think like this map is definitely much more CT-sided, but has not been the best effort per se, but Indigo gonna be able to clinch it out on like a nice round where everyone's kind of survived right there. So good stuff from them. I think like if you take a look, like Sardonyx have been sending like pairs for the most part, generally, so that people can trade one another, which is probably like one of the best ways you could probably play this map, because if you try to go for more individualistic plays, you're just gonna get absolutely like punished basically, especially like on how crucial the map control is. You're on Anubis. Elio's gonna have scaled up mid already. Gonna be able to find one out camera, but Plutonic with the trade on the op. No, actually the Mag 7. He still has the Mag 7. This guy's crazy. But, I mean, you can't go wrong with what works. And not the best buy from Sardonyx as well, as they're trying to invest heavily into these rounds, but a little bit of a makeshift buy here. We have an op on 16-16. maybe saved from Mythical. MBYY on an AK and Destroy on the Nova. Oh my god! And Destroy able to pull the 180 to catch Plutonic right there. And so now this A site is just with one player remaining. Pecker, when he playing around the smoke, seems to funnel the players in. Picks up MBYY and Destroy. Nice find from 1616 on the op. Able to get this bomb down. 1v2. So Lequem is just holding the smoke. 1616 gonna be running out though, and so oh, the BM coming out from Lequem. He's feeling it. He's feeling hot right now. And he's just laying bullets into Sardonyx right now. He's feeling it. And a couple T-backs too. And the L spray. Oh my goodness. Now I would say this would definitely be one of the highlight clips, but I think we're not allowed to really showcase BM. So unfortunately, probably not going to be in for much contention, but yeah. Michael, check Longhorn Discord. Yeah, this guy's a moron. And so this final round, gonna be going heavy, as Arcana and Peck are gonna be tested here on this hold. Ilia's doing some nice damage, and the Molly gonna spray over. Arcana's still here on this site defense. Hanging out in heaven, and Bomb is gonna go down. Nice finds though. The MAC-10s are making their work. 1616 completely catches him off guard, and now it's just left to Plutonic in the 1v4. And Sardonyx are able to overwhelm the A site, finally putting Arcana and Pecker to the test, and it's not enough. And so leading 8-4. Setting themselves up. I like clips while they're down. We've lost the plot. We got our viewers being a little critical of CPP Indigo's performance in game. It's all just little funny games. And so Indigo gonna be calling a attack timeout here on Pistol Round. Looking to see maybe they can catch Sardonyx off guard on this. I mind you, this is like never before seen Anubis. Like, I don't think we've seen these guys. Sardonyx have never played Anubis in an official match. So, like, this is kind of unprecedented. But it might just be the makeup of the players. Like, I think they just kind of called this last second. Interesting stuff, though. Dust 2 could have nearly slipped into the map veto. Which is, like, both interesting because, like, I think old Sardonyx would have liked to play Dust 2, but this season, not too much. And I mean, honestly, like, I fucking hate Dust 2, so I like pugging on Dust 2, but playing Dust 2 is like such a fucking pain in the ass. I hate it so much. Yeah, unfortunately, technically there are like 6 subs registered onto like the team, and like maybe only half of those guys could actually play the game technically. So it is what it is. Oh, Mythical. Get some chunky nade damage out. That nade. Oh, nice find from Ilio, spraying through the smoke. Unable to reconnect, but finding them straight down Mythical as well. And so now, gonna be swarming to this A site. MBYY here on the rotates. And not able to connect his shots. Finds one. Maybe a second? Just holding on for his dear life here on Heaven. All the while, Destroy on the flank. Finds one. Nearly a second. MBYY putting pressure once more. MBYY sprays out. And so now, it's all left up onto Daniel Darkpony. And Destroy is tapping away, but MBYY gonna be able to get the kill, and Sardonyx gonna be able to clinch, I think, what is a 2v4 pistol round right there. Impressive stuff from them. And a valiant effort to retake that site when the pressure is high. Yeah, Chalk, you guys would have that like entry setup and everything. Yeah, and I think this quarter's just been a little bit rough. But I mean, honestly, considering that most of the team is like freshmen's, like it's honestly impressive that people have been able to make it the effort to be able to play games and whatnot. So yeah. And then for the likes of you being a senior, you know, it's obviously, depending on how your thing is set up, it might not be the easiest. 16-16 gonna be running out B main, carving a mag 7 kill, and running back out with 3 HP. Insane. Insanity. Complete insanity. MBYY gonna be actually hearing this jump sound cue towards mid. And so the rest of these Indigo players are gonna be in their way back around. Pizza control compromised. Oh, but the Mac 10s overwhelm. And so Indigo gonna be able to punch these digits in and get this bomb down. Double setup here. The reloads are giving away these sound cues. Mythical running out. Unable to reconnect, and Plutonic able to pick up 2. And so Ilios on the P90. Unable to connect the sprays as CPP Indigo upset the round from a little bit of an aggression for Sardonyx, but it's a little too much. And so for that, Sardonyx is going to get punished and give Indigo a 5th. Dude, they just don't respect Kyle's absolutely brain dead hill where he plays, and it works every time. It is Kyle magic, I will agree with that. Like, he just has a way where he just he just does some shit, it works out somehow. Double mid hold right now, and Plutonic gonna be using this point 90, running through. So he's trying to regress on this space. MBYY going down, but Mythical and Destroy here on middle to defend. And the pressure is still kept on. Nice little find as well out towards mid from Ilios. I think he found him through water and then he died. I'm like so confused actually, but oh my goodness, Destroy nearly whiffing right there. And Arcana might get walked out. 16-16 here with the Zeus walking out E-Box. He's right outside the corner of the smoke. Pecker doesn't even spawn him. I don't think he even saw him. He doesn't even see him. Oh my god. 16-16 able to walk out on the site. Kills, taps away with the USP. Unable to connect. The kills go in, and like Quem is going to be the last person alive in the 1v2. Completely misread. And Destroy has to clutch up with the deagle. He needs one shot, but it's not enough. And like Quem able to clutch up with the 1v2. And Indigo pick up with the 6, and he strays the L. The L for Lequem. That's what it stands for. Absolute insanity, this game. And it's only map 2. Still a little bit of a rough buy here from Sardonyx. And so this B hold is going to be tested once again. 16-16, the solo B defender here. And if he's not ready enough, he might face an onslaught of players. MBYY going to be caught trying to be a little too aggressive out towards middle. Flashes are going to come out. 16-16 Zeus is more scary than Prime John Wick. Able to find one sitting backside though. Nice find. Might be able to rework this round, but these picks are not the easiest. Good read from Arcana. A reswing into that. Mythical though. Oh! Nearly caught, surprised by the one bullet. Destroy on the nice one being. Oh my god, just spotted out by backside. And Mythical on 1. Spots out backside player. And he knows where the util's coming from. But he thinks he's still in temple. Oh, but unfortunately, reads a little too deep as Daniel Dark Pony gonna be able to hide out here in temple and clutch up the round for Indigo. 9-7, and I think we are gonna see is it a attack timeout or it might be a timeout. Someone might be having some issues. Yeah. I'm not really too sure what's going on. But technical timeout seems. Something is being reassessed. So yeah. He is slowly kind of building up on me right now. And right now, the heat is also building up out of Sardonyx, as 3 rounds in a row, CPP Indigo have been able to clutch up and keep Sardonyx on their toes. And slowly, this lead is kind of going away. 2 rounds left of a deficit. Hopefully the series will resume soon, and sure enough, it looks like it will be. All the while, though, Indigo actually are on the ropes of their economy, it seems. So if Sardonyx were able to upset this round, they might have a chance to come back and pick up a couple rounds. But gonna definitely need a much harder hold. Now leaving 16-16 on B-side by himself. Fucking Cosby main. He has a FAMAS as well. He's trying to go for the knife. I think he was trying to go for the knife or something. Jump spotting. Nothing to be seen, and so all these Indigo players are just kind of grouped up out here. Not really looking to exert much space around the map. No pressure towards water. Ooh, the smoke out through mid though. Gonna give a little bit of discernibility as to how much map control that Sardonyx actually have. Bad molly too. And so they hear this util being used. So do Indigo take advantage of this? Smoke coming out over towards B site. Double util. Went off the hold. No commitment though. And so 3 players still out on B. All this util being used. Rotates are coming over. But they know that no one's committing right now. So Ilios might be the first point of contact right here if he gets caught out through mid. But has to hold his nerve. And the info is going to be sprayed out. Mythical, going to be caught off guard here in heaven. And Ilios taken out, or in 16-16 actually taken out from the B lurk. And so now 3v4, not the easiest. And Pecker has an impeccable position now here in middle. Destroy. Finds the timing, but caught off guard on the peak. And so now MBYY with the 1v2 clutch. If he wins this round, he's going to be able to net Sardonyx into a crucial match point. But double timed, and so Indigo completely rework Sardonyx out on the timings and pick up another round, and now it's a 1-round deficit. The economy of Sardonyx can be able to buy into this, but Indigo now strapped with a lot more cash, and this is definitely going to be a back and forth if this series goes any deeper. Unfortunately, though, not the best gamble. And this pressure towards B starts out again once more. 16-16 going to be tucking himself here in pizza. Destroy working out towards water, and so we actually have Ilios and Mythical taking this water space too, so there's definitely going to be a lot more pressure towards B site. Oh, but this B main smoke is like super deep. Is this the play? MBYY also seems to have spotted out some people out towards middle, so he's going to be playing back as he's by himself, but oh, this Good angle by Ilios. Unable to connect though. Nice find from Mythical on the flank. Good stuff. Gonna be putting the pressure towards Indigo on these players out towards B. But this flank from Daniel Darkpony out in middle. Oh, MBYY will find him. No, but he finds the info now, and so pressure's gonna be put on Sardonyx. 2 players on this site, and they have to address this issue, but at the same time they can't. And so these players are gonna be swapped out, and so 2v2 now. Mythical and Ilios versus Daniel Darkpony and Pecker. So Ilios gonna be working out through Evox. Malia coming out towards Temple. Did he hear that? I'm not too sure. B main still being held. And Pecker on this deep angle into CT. Reload coming out too. Mythical is gonna hear that. Gonna accelerate forward. But Daniel Darkpony is just holding him backside. Unable to connect the shots. And Ilios on for the 1v1, but it's not enough as Pecker is gonna be able to clutch it through, and Indigo are running it back 5 rounds in a row in a bunch of clutch situations. And so now this lead has completely eroded away, as the scoreline is now tied 9-9. And Sardonyx have to be scratching themselves in the head. They found the pick as well at the start, but unfortunately it's not enough to hold. So this B main pressure is going to come out. 16-16 actually flies the entry pick out towards B main here. Destroy contemplating about going for the trade, but opting to just hold B side instead. Oh, and Ilios pushes through mid. A little too aggressive, and is completely found. And Mythical. This aggression coming out from Sardonyx. Definitely keeping Indigo on their toes, but nice find from Mythical. Leading right now this series with 19 kills on Sardonyx right here. This deep angle from Destroy though might catch this timing off guard as long as he looks, readjusts in time. And so now Arcana in the 1v3, but Destroy holds true, and Sardonyx finally here in double digits, 10-9. The series coming close, and Sardonyx are able to bring it back after losing their lead completely. And so now, Indigo using their last tactical timeout to assess, to figure out what their final call can be to break back into this economy. And I thought that they had more money, but I guess not. Indigo completely strapped for cash. Here on Mac 10s, this is going to be a desperate round. They need to win this if they want to win this, if they want to win the map. Like Wem, the solo AK provider here on the T side. 18 kills to his name, and so I'm gonna be looking to pick up a few more if he's gonna be able to carry his team to victory here on Anubis. A lot of information spotted out. Ilios gets some good damage out towards A main, and this utility is going to slow down Indigo a little bit. Rotates are coming around though, and Destroy sitting backside. Does Daniel Darkpony go for a timing? I think he's looking to go for a one right here. He's edging one right now. He's feeling it. Is Destroyer gonna be? No, he's gonna completely let him through. And so Daniel Darkpony's out on site. He's going towards Evox though. Ilios gonna be taking his first contact. Dead completely. But Destroy here on backside. Surely he picks up one. Picks up one. Trying to spray for the second. The spray is not the best. But coming in with the support though, MBYY swings wide. Destroy has to hold on. He's not connecting to these shots. And so it's a rough fight. But Mythical here on the save, looking to pick up a third kill. But 1616 comes in clutch, and Mythical and 1616 reclaim the B-side to themselves. And so Sardonyx on 11 rounds, looking to take match point as the money of Indigo is completely bust. Unless we could see a miracle. But the Zeus is coming out on 1616, and you know it's going to be a round of the lifetime. BYY, opping mid, finds one. Ducking away. And so now these players are scared. They're all here. They're all out in mid right now. They're like, oh shit. They don't want to fight this at all. So, not going to be the easiest. But mid aggression coming out, and MBYY with his op. Going to be posted out. Can he hold this? Going to be overwhelmed and running away right now, just trying to stay alive. Molly's come out last second. The util is causing them to bake through. 1616 and Mythical on this hold, clearing this out just at the last second. It's the timing is perfect. And so now these crossfires are being established. And with no other choice, Hacker and Arcana gonna be running into this. Now the 1v5 finds one, swings around for the second, but it's not enough. Sardonyx on match point as Indigo gonna have just enough for this final round. But can they bring it over the line onto map 3 to take it to Mirage? And Sardonyx know that they have all the pressure towards them because they have all the timeouts, and Indigo have none. They can't call anymore. They busted the load a little too early, and unfortunately for that, kind of shit out of luck just playing these rounds back to back. Not having a moment to kind of sit back and relax. So now we are going to be seeing a slow round from Indigo. It's coming out. Mythical. Solo A defender here, and all the pressure is towards him. 22 kills to his name. And he might be looking to pick up a total of 25. Flash coming in. Oh, but unfortunately none connect. MBYY here with his op though. Playing back. Playing passive. 16-16s here. On the hold. Getting jumped by these MAC 10s. Sprayed down completely. And MBYY is AFK in sewer? It's like some technical difficulties. Nice find. Catch on the flank as well. Platonic holds down A main, catching Ilios. And so Destroy. Platonic's gonna be the last player holding this, but it's not enough. MBYY closes out the series as Sardonyx win against CPP Indigo 2-0 on both Inferno and Anubis. A close, tough series. Very much a back and forth effort, but in the end, Sardonyx are able to hold true and not choked out on map 2. GG, it's a very close game. Alright, let us get an interview, and then let's try to also get a loser's interview as well. So let us see if we can. Oh, did they? Okay. Whoever is, because I know my boys are watching in the stream. Whoever is interested in doing an interview, just join the Regent Discord, and I'll add you to the staff room so we could have a player interview. So yeah, just join the Regent Discord, and then I will add you basically. So yeah, like just join any VC. Just join any VC, and then yeah, if you guys don't want to, then that's fine. Then we could just have a losers interview. But yeah. I'm cooked if I don't study. Yeah, okay. We're all off to study. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that's good. Yeah, GG's you guys. Let me interview. Okay, yeah, we'll get you in Liquim. Alright, sounds good. All right, so unfortunately, no winners interview, but we will have a losers interview as we see CPP Indigo bow out here, unfortunately, in the quarterfinals of RegentXD's Challenger Division. Hello, Lacrum. Welcome.
Oh shit, we're actually doing it. What's good?
Yeah. What's good? What's good?
Yo.
So, unfortunately, not the best, not the result you guys were looking to get, but I mean, definitely a valiant effort nonetheless. So I guess let's start off. This is, I think, our first time seeing you on the broadcast. So yeah. So I guess so I guess group stage, right? Like, how would you say you guys' performance was, and like, what were your expectations coming in beforehand?
Low key, our expectations, we were just like, literally, we probably known each other for probably 2 months tops. We literally met everyone like right when the season started, and we made the team. It was literally like last minute. The roster was made like a day before deadline. And yeah, to be honest, like, it was a pretty good season. Our first expectations was like, I don't know, we had a really good start on our pistol round in the first game against Idaho. We were so hyped, and then next you know, we got like 20 rounds straight hit on us, and that hit us like a rock. I ain't gonna cap. That hit us like a rock. But we had our coach Charlie. We did some VODs together after our first game, and we did some VODs. So we tried to not specify, but like specialize in Inferno. Hopefully, if we're in the season next year, nobody picks Inferno, ban against us, but we picked Inferno. And that was just bettering our Inferno. I think like in each game that we had, it was like what? Like our first game in our first game in Inferno was like mid, and then we kept getting better and better. Mainly we were just selling on T rounds, to be honest, but like we didn't have that chemistry to like for the late rounds to execute each round. And yeah. And then later on, our Inferno got better. We're just selling on T rounds, and then it came to UCSD where we got our first win. It was like it was so amazing, and I don't know. But to be honest, the season was like pretty good. We all had positive vibes. Even though we went 4-1, we competed every round. We liked every round. We had a good coach in Charlie. And yeah, like we couldn't ask for any less. We'll come back next semester stronger, and yeah, for sure Charlie's going to be coaching us, and yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play more. You guys definitely, like, I think for seemingly how quick you guys are able to assemble this roster together, and also just like pull an upset win, especially against like the likes of UCSD as well, was just like extremely impressive. Yeah. And I think there's definitely a lot of potential to be seen from there. I did hear some rumors. I'm not sure how completely true they are. Was this team assembled by ChatGPT or something like that, or
ChatGPT?
I don't know. I heard like the circumstances as to how the team got formed were just like so wild. Like, do you think you could provide some insight on that?
No, I think the ChatGPT was probably a joke, to be honest. But like literally, it was just Charlie, Winuzi from VAR in Bronco Esports. He literally just started DMing like everyone on Discord, making the teams. And yeah, Charlie literally took his time and day to watch our VODs and give us roles specifically. Yeah. I don't know where the rumors came from ChatGPT. They're probably cornballs, but yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, you guys talked a little bit about your overall performance, but I guess like coming into this game, obviously, maybe not like the best seeding, but you guys did have like a supposedly like a decent chance to potentially win this series. Like, how'd you guys feel coming in, and like how did it play out overall, would you say?
Coming in, pretty good. To be honest, wait, can you repeat the question? I look at a brain fart.
Oh, just like coming into the series, like how'd you feel coming into the series? How did it play out overall? And then just like coming into
the series, we just felt confident. We wanted our Inferno pick per usual, and sadly we couldn't get it through. But Anubis was a really good curveball from their end. Me personally, I have a pretty good win streak, or not win streak, or win rate in Anubis. So I wanted to hopefully team collectively get us through the line, but it wasn't enough. But we felt really good going into our Inferno. We're really confident in Inferno, and yeah, it's just going into it. Nothing big, just another game, another pub. Hopefully you could pull through, but it just wasn't enough, and we'll see how it goes on from now on.
Yeah, that's fair completely. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, you guys definitely have a lot to look forward to in the future. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play more, especially because I think you guys definitely had a pretty like very. I mean, maybe not like the best results, but like still very impressive run to begin. I'd say, especially just like as I said before, the upset against UCSD. I
Yeah.
mean, kind of. I guess talking about that series. I mean, I know you guys are like super elated about that, but considering like I guess how well that team usually is like well rounded, like did that ever come to mind when you guys like were kind of prepping against them or like anything or like when you guys beat them, like did you guys think about any of that or is it more just like we finally got a W basically?
To be honest, against UCSD, right?
Yeah, against UCSD.
Yeah, nah. We just, to be honest, I don't know. That day going into that day against UCSD, I was just listening to a bunch of Chief Keef and NBA YoungBoy, and I just had that. I just felt like I needed that killer mentality going into the game. I saw that there's there was one of the players from the other team. He was like Charlie's player, like he used to play with Charlie, and I low key took it like personally because I'm that next guy. I'm gonna smash whoever it was, Destroyer, I think it was. Yeah, we just destroy them. And to be honest, like our mindset for the team, like we were just like literally our backbone is just Inferno, and we're looking to like what's the word for it? Like adapt, like find a different like map,
Yeah,
not to be just one way.
adapt and
Yeah,
adjust maybe. Yeah.
adapt and adjust into a different map. We we wanted it to be Mirage, but we didn't have the opportunity to play a lot of Mirages. And the one time that we did play Mirage, we had emergency sub in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, we're going into that UCSD. We won that game, and we were so excited. I believe we after that we went out to go eat. I think we were super delighted. Yeah, it main reason everybody played like really well, very versatile, and yeah, we were just really happy for each other. To be honest, like we were like, oh shit, this is how victory tastes like. We're gonna go on a run, like what do you call it? What was that Stewie 2K team, Cloud9
Oh
in
yeah,
Boston?
Cloud.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a run, but we had really high hopes, and right now we still do have high hopes. But after we're gonna go get some tacos. You're invited if you want to come. I'll send it after. And yeah, we were just very elated. We played very well that UCSD round. I think we played against after that UCSD the Inferno map. We played what was it, Overpass? I'm pretty sure. And they wanted it to go on Pop Flash, and we went on Pop Flash, and I think we started off like 0-8 on CT sided Overpass.
Ooh, yeah, not
And
the.
not ideal. It was like 0-7. I'm pretty sure like 0-7, 0-6. It was pretty bad. And we were on CT sided, but we felt in my I didn't I like I'm not saying okay, guys, but in my head I'm like our comms are like very collectively like calm. If we just keep gutting out these last few rounds on CT, which we ended up doing. We got like 4-8, and we just took it round by round on T side. And yeah, it was we played like very like collective work, like collective grouped on overpass, and then we just left like a lurk or two on the other side of the map. And our entries, which would be me and at the time is Yojun, we played really well, and then everybody filled in perfectly, and especially Josh. And then we had Jamil and Jeffrey played really well in that map also to finish out the 2-0. And yeah, We were just ecstatic for that UCSD 2-0. We were low-key surprised to pull off that comeback though, because like they kind of choked it, getting a 4 T-sided, and then just losing
Yeah.
like that. I think it was 11-13. Yeah, but yeah, it was a really good.
Well, I mean, I feel like that just with like a win like that, that's like such a great like um kind of like bouncing point from you guys. Like this definitely shows like you guys have the mentality for it and you guys are committed to just like going back at it again and you guys are feeling it as well. So I'm hoping we really get the chance to see you guys play next time. Hopefully
Yeah.
next season or however so. I guess before we let you go though, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans back home?
Nah, nothing. I just want to say shout out to Jeffrey, shout out to Jamil, shout out to Josh, shout out to Quinn, shout out to Lake Mom, and shout out to Regent, and shout out to Alpha Owl, and shout out to Charlie, and shout out to Yojun, and shout out to Tariq, and yeah, shout out to Mom.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you,
All right,
Laquem, and
all right.
yeah,
I'll see you later.
GG.
All right, see you, my night.
See you. All right, and that is it with the series. Yeah, I guess let's do a little summary before we go, or I guess we could put in these scoreline perhaps really quickly. Dude shouting out his entire name. This is sweet. Yeah, let me add this score really quickly to the results. So this is do we have a game? Let's see, Trinans, SDSU Black. I think that's happening. When is that? Is that later tonight? Well, I'm trying to find this. SDSU. Okay, so there's a match happening later tonight. I'm probably not going to be available for that. Regent might be. I'm not really too sure what's going on about that, but let us see if we could insert these results here. And then, yeah, well, then we'll kind of take a look and see everything. Nope. Yeah, just to give like a little litmus as to everything so far. 2-0. Submit scores, and there we go. Yes. Okay, so we can now take a look at the website, and there we go. Yeah. So let's take a look at. So we could take a look at the website. The bracketing is this for the challengers now. UCSC Sardonyx pass Indigo, and are now going to be playing against Idaho Vandals next week in the semifinals. Definitely going to be a tough matchup. And then we're going to have Trident's Gold versus San Diego State University Black sometime tonight. And then whoever is winning that will be going up against New Mexico State University Crimson in the semifinals. And then we have one more week for the finals. And then if I'm going to give a little update on the Elite Division as well. We in the semifinals next week, we're going to be seeing UBC Elite versus Gaucho Gaming and CSU Fullerton Blue versus Kansas State University. So definitely a lot to look forward to. Anyways, I just want to appreciate everyone. Actually, let's take a look at the stats before we go as well, because I just want to see like who's leading the charge this way right now. So if I can't see that fully, okay. That's fine. Okay, this is fine. All right, so in the Challengers division, we have RPX leading with his kills per map and whatnot. Lovecut second, Waka third, but I'm not sure if Waka's stats are going to be changing. But Destroy, though, picking up 20 kills per map on average and pretty tough ADR as well. MBYY, Tricky Vic, Audi, Ilios with a very impressive like performance as of lately. Coming in as a stand-in, not very typical. And Mythical's bringing his stats back up as well, I believe. So yeah, all around good stuff from these players. And, you know, let's give a shout out as well to, let's see, who is leading on Indigo? Laquem leading the way, 14 kills per map, and then followed by Pecker as well. Maybe not the best showing from everyone else, but still very much, you know, put in their effort. And, you know, we definitely saw a pretty close game, all things considered. So, yeah. Anyways, we are going to head out. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in very last moment. Or I'm kind of sorry I put this stream together very last minute, but hopefully you guys were entertained nonetheless. Thank you guys for coming out to support Counter-Strike Collegiate. And yeah, I also want to appreciate everyone who followed as well, and thank you for becoming my oomph. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. I'm not sure if we're gonna be streaming the next match, but who knows? We'll see. And it was good to catch up with you, Jonah, professional chunkster. And yeah, no, I mean, school's a bitch, but you know, that's why we sometimes play Counter-Strike, to get our heads out of needing to deal with school. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. See you guys all next time. Goodbye. And also, yeah, I guess one more shout out. Make sure to follow socials of twitter.com/RegentXD, twitch.tv/RegentXD. You can also follow my socials at twitter.com/AlphaOwl, twitch.tv/AlphaOwl here, or youtube.com/AlphaOwl. So yeah, I'm gonna head out, and yeah, peace.
Super Mario RPG, Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3, Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2, King's Knight, Dig Dug, Juman Fu, Harvest Moon.
You write this song?
Link Puzzle Pokemon, Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron. Castlevania, Fatal Fury, Ninja Chuchu, Mario Comet, Razor Blazing, Lasers, Bases Loaded, Mega Turrican, Cybernator, Rolling Thunder, Dynastic Hero, Bubble Bobble, Double Double Dragon F-Zero.
I get it, you memorized the song.
F-Zero X, and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Cruising USA.